Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's Wednesday. I don't think I'll be going on for a long time today. I'm not feeling fantastic, so we'll wait and see how it goes on. I'm just feeling a bit run down today, feeling a bit tired, and as you can tell, I sound all bunged up. So yeah, I thought I'll come in. I'll do the live stream, but I don't know how long I'll be going on for. Sorry about that. So yeah. Hey choppers, how are you? I don't know how long I'm gonna go on for. I'm not feeling fantastic this morning. Hey Emily, how are you? Yeah, I'm not feeling too great this morning. I think I've got the night owl's bug. But yeah, I mean, I feel really tired. I feel worn out, you know. Oh, bless you. Do you want to invite Mr. Bossman, Emily? Let me know. So I've sent Bossman an invite. I don't know whether Emily wants one. You know, are you able to? Yeah, okay then, Emily. So as I say, I don't know how long I'm going to be going on for today because I feel absolutely shocking today. Hi, Amber. How are you?
Hello.
That were quick. You more or less came in at the same time then.
Oh, good timing. That's good timing.
Hello. Sorry you're feeling so rubbish.
I know.
Yeah, I was as I say, I've not felt too bad all week, and I got up and felt like I'd been run over by a bus this morning for some reason or other.
Bless you.
So I do feel a bit rough, and that's why I said I don't know how long I'm going to be going on for. I just feel terrible this morning. I feel tired. I feel a bit. I just, you know what I mean. I just feel like that.
I know.
I thought, well,
I wasn't feeling too special when I woke up, but I think that's just down because the weather's so rubbish outside, and
it's not been too bad here. We've had a bit of sunshine. It's like a bit.
We had rain all night.
Yeah, pardon.
We had rain all night, and it's been drizzling all morning. So.
Oh, we'll say I think it's been raining overnight, but when I got up, it was sort of sun was trying to come out, but it's sort of a bit, you know, a bit. A bit hard to explain.
All right, Mark. Good day.
Yes, I think I am getting sick, Amber. So as I say, I feel like I've been run over by a bus this morning. Oh, so yeah, I feel a bit, you know what I mean, a bit bunged up, and
also the weather's not like it was. It's starting to get into autumn, and
yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know whether it's a change in the weather, but my hand's still terrible. Look, my hand's still. It's like every morning this week I've said I'm going to ring doctors. I'm going to ring doctors. But
I've got this afternoon. I managed to get an appointment. I phoned up this morning, not the doctors, because I've been meaning to get. I keep forgetting to do it every day. For the last few days, I've rung the opticians and I've got an appointment today. They could fit me.
We see the thing is with ours as well is when Chris is not here, when he's at work, it means I've got to go and get the tram, and I don't know. I just don't felt like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because it's to me. I mean, to a normal person, it'd be, oh, you know, I'll go and get the tram. But to me, it's like
it's a scary adventure. It's a scary adventure.
But it's not only that. It's not a long walk. But to me, it's like climbing a mountain. That's the only way I can describe it.
I get you completely.
You know what I mean? It's by the time I get to the tram stop, because we have to go up here, and then to get to the other side of the road where I'd catch the tram, you have to go under this viaduct. So, and then like your other side at Rowood. But to a person that can walk normally, you know, they say, oh, it's like only 5 minutes up road. You know what I mean? But to me, it seems, you know what I mean? It seems like a trek to me. And it's just that the thought of going out through the front door and having to go up to the tram, and then I've got to catch the tram, and sometimes it all depends what time in the morning you get the tram. It's jam-packed solid, and that intimidates me when it's busy. You know, not that I'm agoraphobic or anything, just the fact that I don't like crowded places. And then obviously you've got to sit waiting in the doctors and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Sick people. When you feel sick yourself, you've got to be around other sort of sick people sitting there. You just think, oh.
You know, and then sort of the typical one is that the doctors is always running behind anyway. So you've got to sit there even longer. Hiya, Jennifer. How are you? And the fact that I'm uncomfortable in the first place, it doesn't help matters if you've got to sit there waiting for the doctor that's like something like half an hour late or whatever. So Amber says plenty of soup and jello and water. I have got, actually, instead of a coffee this morning, I have got water, but it's my flavoured water, if you know what I mean. So that's what I drink. I drink Volvic. It is sugar-free, and it's lemon and lime, sugar-free. It says it's just...
I'm doing the coffee for you. I'll drink the coffee. I'm doing.
It's just the fact that because Sarah felt this morning, it sort of... Sometimes it puts you off coffee, doesn't it, if you know what I mean. So I'll be okay.
She'll pull together.
Yeah. So yeah. I've been through worse. But yeah, it's just one of them mornings where I've, you know, you have these days where you feel like you get up and you feel like you've been run over by a bus. So yeah, so I've got a cushion behind me because my back's aching as well. Yeah. Amber says doctors here can be late. Well, you see, I think what it is, they only allocate you 10 minutes, don't they?
And they actually overbook the day.
But like me, if I were to go to the doctors, I couldn't tell the doctor in 10 minutes all my ailments.
Exactly, same here.
You know what I mean? And that's what happens. They tend to go over the 10 minutes, obviously, and then that makes the next person late, and then they might go over. So that makes, you know, and if you, let's say, third or fourth person in, by the time it gets to you, you know, they're about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour late.
And then in the meantime, the doctors may have other emergency phone calls or other things that they deal with. And
well, you know, the doctors, when we lived in Nottinghamshire, there were one particular doctor, and he was more popular than the other doctors because he only looked about 12, but he wasn't, obviously. And he'd got a good bedside manner. He'd sit and listen. And everybody liked him, you see. Now, his typical wait time was an hour. You had to sit, you know, it sort of got that far behind. It tended to overrun, and you have to wait an hour to see him. Hey, Osby Chandy, I take it you're back home now then? Is that Emily's kitchen?
I am, it is. I was just doing my ironing because
Oh,
I got a bit distracted this morning.
That was a good smule, though.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say that's a strange kitchen what I've not seen before. So, have you spoken to Vicky? How is she? Is she feeling any better?
Not
I don't know
really.
from
I don't
last
think she.
night.
I think last night she did leave in the end. She came and left a couple of times, but she's really not right. She needs to actually take a little break and get some rest, but she won't.
Oh yeah, Osby Chandy says he was back on Monday morning. That's the only trouble with the holiday. You have to come back.
I know. Like when I go down to Kent, I don't want to go back. But then I have nowhere to stay, so it's like, yeah. Well, I would, but you know what I mean. Like, I should be back. I am packing the washing out. Like the good little daughters that I am. And it all goes quiet.
So right, I'm reading what and Osby Chandy says he went to Cambodia to visit his son and his family on the way back, 5 nights in Singapore.
Good night, Moz.
Hiya, Moz. It's all right. My lips is all chapped and dry as well, so I'm using like Nivea, like a lip balm type thing. So how is Mars and Andy? Did you take the drone with you? That's the question that Pixie would be asking when if it was here. I'm having immune health issues. I'm having to take a lot of vitamins and minerals. Having issues, yeah. We see I take a oh yeah, I'll show them you. Since I had my weight loss surgery, that's like it's called Forceval, and that has got like 20. I'll find a box for you because there's a box down here with some in. That's the box. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Well, anyway, it says it's got like 20 odd vitamins and minerals in it, from vitamins and folic acid and calcium, iron, copper, phosphorus, etc. So basically that's like a complete thing to replace the vitamins and minerals that the body doesn't produce after having surgery. It's all right, I'm just messaging Chris. Talk of the devil and the short up here.
Hey, Pixie.
Oh yeah, Amber says I don't even have energy to clean up what you'll call my flat. Okay then. It was on the news this morning. 1 million people have been evacuated from California because of this hurricane. I will have to get a Mavic Air just right for traveling. Chris's mate won a hobby jobby thing, and they won about £2,500 worth. Well, he could buy £2,500 worth, and he bought the new Mavic too. But Amber says she's getting a lot of rain and a little bit of wind from the hurricane. At least, you know, it's Mavic Pro better. So, yeah. Yeah, it did say on the news that it was going towards Carolina, and there'd been about 1 million people evacuated, or they're expecting about 1 million people to be evacuated.
Carla from YouTube.
Yeah.
Said it's heading her way.
Oh dear. Moss says, keep safe, Amber, and anyone else round there. Prep is the key, and stay safe in our thoughts. I have been through a tropical cyclone here, so I know how it is. Chris says you've got an echo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could hear it a second ago.
Let me try.
Is it Emily again?
More than likely.
And Amber says we might get some flooding in our area. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, when you think about it, us in the UK have got it easy, really. I mean, we have a little bit of wind and rain, but we don't have nothing like hurricanes or typhoons or whatever.
No, not in a big way. We occasionally get a little tiny thing, but nothing.
Yeah. Chris says it's gone now. It must have been Emily that were echoing.
It's because she's on a tablet and something, or it's usually because if you're on a laptop, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Back again.
Better?
Hold on. Let's wait. We have to wait a few moments to see if it's. Speak now.
Hello.
I think that's okay now.
God dang it. I don't know what to have.
Andy says, I've got wind at the moment. What, you know.
Which sort?
I was going to say, the sort that comes out your bottom or the sort that's outside. That sort of wind. Hi, Bella. How are you?
Hello, Bella Bing Bong.
Chris says, me too, but inside wind. Moz says, I've got wind also, much to Mrs. Moz's dismay. Are you able to come on this morning, Bella? I'm sorry if I sound a bit what's it, because I feel like I've been run over by a bus this morning. Oh, it means outside wind. So if I look a bit rough, it's because I am a little bit rough this morning. Oh, and my back is absolutely caning me. But yes, I think everyone's been in. Callum's closes here. That in thing.
Oh dear.
But because you see, when he comes in from school, he takes his uniform off and he puts his light joggers and a t-shirt on. So when he takes them off, when he gets his pajamas on at night, he just chucks them anywhere. And I thought, well, why should I fold them up when all he does is just take them off and chuck it? You know, you can.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hi, little bee. How are you? Okay then, Bella. I thought I'd ask anyway. Chris says, let's go back to the Isle of Wight, lol, on the beach, looking at the stars, not feeling sick ever. So, I mean, it's true. I mean, while we were there, I hadn't got sniffles. I hadn't got nothing. You know what I mean? Get back here and...
It's always the way, though.
Yeah.
Hi, little bee.
But yeah. And I had Emily's problem this morning. My ankles were hurting and they kept giving way. So, so I'm on Emily's train this morning.
Yeah, look, my hands still.
Oh, it will be for ages.
Yeah, I'm saying, Emily, I'm coming. It seems to stay to my hand.
We're doing well, aren't we?
It's still all swollen up. Best about it, though, I haven't banged mine or anything. It's just like that. Yeah, Bella says I'll be home on Sunday, so back to normal. That's
Yay! Well, normal, Bella.
Yeah, I'm going to say, just classify normal.
You want to see a magic trick?
Go on. Oh yeah, I know the magic trick. We have to.
You'll have a job. You'll have a job, Chris, because he ain't got none.
I've actually got a bit more than I had yesterday. I've actually got £16, and to last Thursday, £16. That's all I have in the whole wide world.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, we got a check the other day. You know how we're talking about the dual fuel thing, where they send us a check, or well, they normally send a letter and say, take this to the post office, and you can put it on your electric or your gas. Well, they decided this time just to send a check.
Yeah.
And it's normally for about £15, so they've dropped it down to 13 now. So we've got a check for £13. But yeah, and I says, funny thing is, we're only talking about it the other day and saying we get like normally get, well, I think it all depends which way wind blows, you know what I mean? Because last time they says just take this letter to, you know, like a pay point thing.
Yeah.
Put it on your key or on your card. Now, for some reason, this time they've just decided to send us a check. So that's got me put in bank. So when they expect you to have time to go and put that in bank when Chris is working?
I know.
During the week. Yes, we are with British Gas. And because we have the dual, you know, because we've got both electric and gas with it. Hi, Alex.
Morning.
So, but we're only discussing it, I think it was last week, about this dual fuel.
Yeah, we were, and the smart meters and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and then funnily enough, a check come the other day, and I went, well, funny thing is, we're only talking about this the other day. Send Callum. Oh dear. But yeah, so you know, so you've got to track into town to like physically take it in the bank just to put it in your account. Did you go and come back?
I did. I swapped from my phone to my laptop.
Oh,
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Moz says he's on Mosgas.
Mosgas. Don't blow yourself up if you're on Mosgas, because
that's dangerous.
particularly. I might be okay with Moz. If it was chopper gas, then I'd be worried.
Ow, 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 ow.
If it was chopper gas, I'd be very worried, because you know what it's like with chopper.
Alex,
all right, Alex, thank you.
As Alex says, I can make some gas.
I can make some gas. Here we go.
Yeah. Babe, I told you to go to the doctors about that, okay? You know?
You see, boss man's that what's it? It cans is.
Yeah, I got it in a can. I've got 6 different varieties in one can.
My God, what? Wet part, dry part.
We don't know. Don't want to know the different categories of farts, Emily.
Sorry.
It does say here. It does say here on the can what they all are. You've got the cheek squeaker. You've got the bottom blast. You've got the stink bomb. You've got the polite fart. You've got the squeaker, and you've got the thunder from down under.
Oh, that's Chopper.
Yeah, that's Chopper. Thunder from down under.
Okay then, Bella. I'll try and give him a ring.
Oh yes, I get that, and that just comes off. That only comes off. You get that for the is it the electric or the gas? It's only one of them. It's not both of them. The £150. I get that every year.
Yeah. I will. I'll give him a ring. same as I say, I don't know how long it's going to go on for today. Is there silent but deadly? Moz wants to know.
Yeah, me.
But I just define a polite fart. You know, how do you define a polite fart?
Hey Siri.
Silent but violent.
Yes, carry on, Emily.
Hey Siri. How do you define a polite fart?
I found something on
sample fart. Oh my!
Sample like that.
What?
You have to be careful what you put into Siri or Ask Siri. Remember.
So they're giving you a sample fart, are they?
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, ask Siri to send it you in the post.
Nah, I'll pass on that. I'll send it to you instead. How about that? I need my breakfast. Oh, schnauzer.
And Chris says anybody that says they don't fart, they're lying.
Exactly.
I fart rainbows.
And if they say they smell of roses or rainbows, they're lying.
How do you know? Huh? My good smell.
Mrs. Moss says she doesn't fart, she fluffs. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Morning, Nick.
Okay, Bella.
We're timing you, Bella.
My breakfast.
Yes, with a discussion about farts. I try to do the discreet farts.
I just fart. I don't really get
You got a trump, you got a trump.
Oh, yeah. This was the best. I think it were Iceland or somewhere where we were in. And we're walking down the aisle. And I always have the trolley, so, you know, like to steady myself. So I'm walking along and I sort of turn around to Chris and I says, oh, I've got tummy ache, you know, like I'm feeling like I want to fart. So we carried on walking and he says, oh, he says, if you're in that much pain, he says, just let it go. So I says, oh, I can't. There's people behind me. I says, I don't want to fart. I says, and I think I'm disgusting. You know how you do when you're in, but this were in Iceland. So I'm walking along, trying to hold on to this fart, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just went. A really loud one. And Chris went, was that you? And I went, it were a case is I couldn't hold it any longer, and out of nowhere, I says it just come out.
That's a good topic of conversation, Emily.
I know.
Yeah, bring it up because that's, you know, she's watching this morning, and Emily's put really because what they're discussing, does smoking contribute to children's mental health?
Smacking.
Children shouldn't be smoking, young children. So that's. I don't think that's
smacking. Not smoking.
Smacking. I read it wrong.
Yeah. It ran Good Morning Britain this morning, and it says smacking affects the mental health.
What a load! We talked about that the other day, didn't we? Funny enough, about smack and everything.
Onto that. I mean, look.
I didn't get smacked as a child hardly, and even though I've got mental health problems, but I've had them since birth. It's not a case I've had it all my life. It's not because I was smacked.
I had a good smack when I was a kid. I mean,
look at the stage now, Emily. Yeah, exactly.
I was just going to say, same as Emily. I was very much disciplined when I was a child, and you know, I'm okay. I survived.
Hi, Chris.
Moz is still talking about farts, and he says, "What about the power walk fart?" It goes. Burp, burp, burp. But yeah, I mean, the things that it talks about, smacking having an effect on a child's mental health, it's all a load of codswallop. You know what I mean? I mean, same as we were discussing the other day, this smacking and then there's abuse. You know what I mean? But it never did me any harm.
But it is these days. Kids don't have discipline these days. That's why they can get away with anything.
Amber's just said that point, actually, Emma. She says, Emily, I'm calling you Emma now. My mum didn't care what I did, not much discipline for me. You know, you've sort of got different spectrums. You've got different people on different spectrums. There's them that don't care and let the kids get away with anything. And then you've got, yeah, Crimson says, you see, this is the problem nowadays. You've got kids saying to the parents, if you hit me, I'm going to call social services on you. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of parents not smack the children. But the same as Moz has just said, you said it, Jeanette, I was disciplined as a child. My parents were very, very strict.
Hey, look, I'm 27 and the mother is still strict as no.
We know.
Hey, that's why I'm going crazy.
You need to stand up for yourself, Emily. I'm telling you that.
I know, but
yeah, but no buts.
Yeah, my parents. But,
I am a parent.
Well, that's true. That is true. That is true.
And I wouldn't treat my daughter like that ever.
You're cool.
I wouldn't go that far.
Cool, but,
Oh, I am quite strict when it comes to my daughter.
Well,
I don't let her get away with murder. She's not rude or anything to me. But I think she is to her mother. She is to her mother and her other grandparents, but to us, she's not. She's a bit cheeky sometimes, but she's not actually.
Yeah, but she's at that age, isn't she? That she's going to push it a bit.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Emily, I've uploaded our song.
Our song, yeah, the power couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, when you said you had a kid, I was like, what? Really? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. Nick said, I was in Asda. I waited till the end of the aisle to let one go. Lucky it was a silent but violent one, and it stank to high heaven. And I heard a woman having a go at her husband.
Only Nick.
As I was in the next aisle wetting myself. And Crimson says, I had my video games and everything taken away and I hated that. I'd find my games while my dad was at work. And Amber says, my mum let me drink, let me sleep over at dude's house as I was let to run free.
Wow.
Are you okay though, Amber? Are you normal?
I was gonna say
Adam, please define normal.
I was gonna say
exactly.
You've got to define normal first.
I wouldn't want to be normal. That means you're like everyone else, and I don't want to be like everyone else.
You are you.
Oh, I definitely won't, because I'm not one of these people. No, I won't say what I was going to say because people will be offended.
Yeah, Crimson says his brother got away with more than I could.
Now I've learned something that I didn't know about Crimson. I didn't know he had a brother.
No.
I knew about his dad and everything.
My mum used to let my sister get away with more than I could.
I was the one who got away with everything, my brother.
Yeah, because you were young. You're the younger one, though, aren't you?
I mean, I've told you this before. I mean, my sister slammed door in my face. I got a great big blood blister. I mean, I've still got like a thing on my lip where I actually had the blood blister. But my lips are tear. I was the one that had that slow down, that door slammed in my face. Yeah, I got done for it.
Morning, Emma.
Figure that one out. Hi, Emma.
If Dennis doesn't come on this morning, can you pass on a message to him for me, Emma, please? But I credited him in one of my videos and used a bit of his music that he said you could use as long as you credited him and said, is it okay? So I'm asking you, Emma, to pass it on to Dennis. Thank you.
Nick says, I got away with murder when I was younger. Used to get brought home for underage drinking by the old Bill. They would bring me home 10 minutes later. She would let me back out.
You reprobate.
See, I'm lucky because I don't. Mind you, if I did have brothers or sisters, it might have been better.
It might have been.
But yeah, I mean, it's same as I was saying. It's you know, it's
Don't spit your drink.
it's different. It's different parents. I mean, not all parents are the same. You know what I mean? But I was brought up very strict, so I do the same with my kids, and that's why Callum's always polite. He's not a tearaway, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do what half the things what my mother does, would you?
No. But I mean, same as I says, there's being protective and then there's being overprotective. Now, from a mother's point of view, you can understand a wanting to protect you.
Yeah, I know
When,
that.
you know, I mean, let's say like do the same thing. I mean, Callum's 16. Well, he's 15 now, and he's not as old as you. Now, I'm more protective of Callum because of his age, because of his vulnerability. Now, you're 27, you're working, you know, it's at some point she's got to cut the apron strings. You know what? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At some point, she's got to cut them apron strings and let you do whatever, make your own mistakes,
Exactly, but
etc. You know what I mean? And the same applies for Callum. You know, there's you know, teaching him to be independent and, you know, being overprotective.
like, yeah. See, like, talking with someone from work yesterday about.
Hi, Dennis.
Adam.
About me?
Yeah.
Dennis is here, by the way.
Hi, Dennis.
I was talking to one of my work peeps about Adam, and I was like, she was like, "Oh, I'm like really happy for you." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "Have you told your mum or dad yet?" I was like, "No, because I know what they'd say." And like, but she was like, "At the end of the day, it's not up to them. It's like whether you're happy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm like the happiest I've been like in forever."
Yeah, but then it goes the other way with your work colleagues, and they say these stupid things that could not even be close to the truth.
I'm like, what? Huh?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, you said it. You know, if you're happy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what other people think. If you're happy, then it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I'm fine. The thing is, though, Adam doesn't look his age, so I'm like, you know. Oi! Don't copy me.
But yeah, it's like anybody else. I mean, it's like Chris is 9 years younger than me, but people don't look at us with that age gap, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To other people, we're a similar age, but we're not. I'm 9 years older than him. I mean, this will make you laugh. I was going upstairs last night. He always goes up first because I take ages to go upstairs, and he went, "Oh, it says this old body," and I went, "You speak for yourself." I says, "I'm 9 years older than you." I says, "Man, my body's 9 years older." I thought, God, you know, if anybody could hear you. Nick, we're talking about the Bobby. I forgot what he said his name were now. McKay something or other. And he says, I had the last laugh with him. He took me home as per usual for the underage drinking. Only thing was 18, his face was a picture when my mum told him I was 18.
Oh, it was like was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. I had to go and pick, because my mom's bought my dad a Christmas present early because it's a phone. He needs a new phone. And so I picked that up, picked my Spider-Man game up because it's 16 and think, oh, have you got any ID?
She got age. She got called for ID, did Emily? It's hilarious.
And I'm like, yep, I'm only 11 years
old.
And then 11 years old, yeah, because when me and Steph went to London for Summer in the City, well, on the night time we'd come back from the concert. We was like, yeah, let's have a quick drink before we went to bed. We both got ID'd for buying cider, and I'm like, and the lady behind the counter was like, wow, you don't look 27, and I'm like, thanks. Thanks.
That's a compliment. Thank you.
I mean, it's a compliment when you get older that you don't look your age, but at your age,
Yeah, say you all know I'm 27, but if you didn't know me, how old do you think I would be?
16, 17.
Thank you. You're just being nice now.
I'll let the chat answer that, because I mean it's hard to think when I know your age anyway, if you know what I mean.
21 again. That's all you need to do. It's from now on, every year you're 21 again.
Hi, Kenneth. Yeah, Equinox says F-U-C-K-I McKay. And that was the name of the copper.
Yeah,
but
and the one
said you could pull off college.
Yeah, well, I'll go back tomorrow.
Hooray.
But I remember the one time as well. I was in Tesco, and I was with the parents. I went to buy a lottery ticket. I didn't have my ID on me at the time, and they're like, "You got any ID?" I was like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, you can't have it then." My mum comes storming over. I was like, I'll buy it for her then. And the woman was like, no, sorry, you can't. And we just stormed out the shop.
I've never been asked for ID once. And we were away weekend. I was over 18. We were staying in a hotel. I think I was 21 at the time. Well, no, I was just over 18 or something like that. I can't remember. We were staying in a hotel, the family, on doing something to do with my dad's business. And I went to order a drink at the bar. And that's the only time that I've ever been asked for ID. And I had to go and get my dad to come and say, yes, he is over 18.
Well, you see, the thing is, when I was sort of about 15, I could get away with being 18 because I looked older. And that's when I sort of started going in, you know.
The nightclubs, the naughty girl.
Well, not in nightclubs, but in pubs. And I were only about 15, I were about Callum's age. And they used to serve me with a drink.
Yeah, don't let Callum hear this back later, this live stream. No, I want to go to the pub now, Mum.
Bella asks what you're studying. Is it maths and English?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it were. See, there's some things I remember and then some things I don't. Nick says Emily doesn't look a day over 83. She's doing well for her age.
No one needs to know about this.
Crimson says he could if he shaved his beard, he'd look 20. And he says he was a late bloomer. Bella says that she needed ID till she was about 25. Well, this is the thing, Emma. You see, I mean, people don't believe that I mean, I'll be honest, I'm 56 a week on Saturday, you know, and people say, oh, you're never 56, you're only in your 30s. I'll say, well, I'll have a job because I've got a son of 32.
I know, it's amazing, you know, it's amazing. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. Crimson said he had a fake ID. He's letting all secrets out now.
Yeah, we know the truth now, Crims.
But no, I never had a fake ID. It's just the fact that when I was younger, I looked older, and now I'm older, I look younger.
Yeah, but women always got away with without having fake ID. It was us men who needed a fake ID, and then trying to remember your date of birth so you didn't make yourself younger when you were trying to.
Equinox says it's funny when you're younger, you try hardest to look older to get into pubs, but then still try to pay our fare on a bus.
Yeah.
I did that for ages. Dennis says I don't look my age.
Who you interrogating then?
Bella says she's 32 on her next birthday. She wishes.
And then she went, "Oh, what was that? Thunder? Well, lightning bolt."
Yeah, it's coming down to strike her. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind telling people how old I am because it's true. You know what I mean? A week on Saturdays, I'm just reminding everybody. I'll be 56.
Yeah, you need to post your address, Jeanette, so we can all send you birthday presents and cards. And
I'm not posting it to all on sundry. I'm not putting it out there. I might get some weirdos.
Yeah, Emily and me. And Nick.
Excluding you. Nick says I was still paying kids fare at 21. I mean, there's, crossing the line and crossing the line. Just still trying to get away with off fare when you're 21. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. Bella says I'm 63 and counting.
28 next year.
I'm not far behind you, Bella. Yeah, I agree with Emma. I mean, Bella don't look 63.
No. My mum's 63, and
Go on then, say it, Emily. Does your mum look all old and haggard?
Wait, I'll let the chat be the decider.
Oh, Edna, we're going to see a picture of Edna.
Oh crap!
Look, there's Edna.
No, she don't look all that old. She don't look in her 60s. I want to put her at 60.
My dad's 64.
He don't look 64 either. Bella's put I'm the old bird of the coffee crew.
But then I don't know who this person is on the end here.
I think that's a 21-year-old.
Oh, you're so kind. I'll pay you later, baby.
With a bit of a longer fringe than she's got at the present. But me and Bella are the old duffers of the coffee crew.
Wait, does that mean Adam's third then?
No, because Chris is older than Adam.
Yeah, thankfully.
I'm in trouble now.
You are in trouble.
Wash your mouth out with soap, Emily Beard.
Yeah, hot soapy water, not just cold. Hot.
Okay.
Here, Nick says, here's one for Emily.
Well,
as you have met Mrs. Equinox, how old do you reckon she is? Cougars.
41. I don't know. I'm no good with ages.
I'm not either, Emily, because I always get it wrong.
So do I.
I'll let him give you the answer because I already know. So,
Right.
38.
And Bossman thinks she's 38.
I don't know. I'm just sort of just a guess.
Come on, you've got to give Emily your answer, Nick. I
Come on,
mean,
Nick,
I know
he's trying to remember how old his missus is. He's trying to remember how old she is. He's forgotten.
Oh, Bella says 40.
I'll give you a clue. I'm on the clue. Oh,
Nick's in his late 40s. So that's sort of giving you an extra clue.
46.
So you're older than Chris, you say, but you're close, and she's closer to my age. I thought. Oh, right, okay, I'm confused.
See, Chris is 46.
Oh, yeah, he's 2 years old.
47. He'll be 47 in November.
48. I'll go 48.
Bella said 50 to begin with, and then she's changed it to 47.
Either 48 or 49.
Well, then.
Oh!
Yeah, she's 46, nearly 47. See, Bella got it spot on then.
Yeah, I'm not good with ages.
Yeah, Bella says me and her are the Cougars.
Hello.
Hi, Jason.
What's up, Jason? You're going,
Probably. Oh, he's on about
it.
Public transport. Oops.
Oh, Bella says she looks good. She has a lovely figure. Yeah, I knew Nick were in the late 40s. Just that's being polite.
No
but you know what we got talking about yesterday on the live stream about the
oh yeah.
Well, there was BLOCKED on 2 of that I know of. So.
Oh, the bus turned up early, so you missed it.
Well, that's the first. Being early, they're normally late.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Or you get like 3 turn up at once, and it's like.
It says now we can't go because it's a private session after 12. It says Nick says this will make you laugh. She says she was fat. There is the inch is like a stick.
Really, you really. This is.
This is fat.
Fat. I like my food too much.
Bella says I can't spell. I'm none the wiser. So we were all geared up to go to swimming, and then the flaming bus turned up early, and it's putting him all off his.
I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's just not going, you know.
I've sort of got rid of some. It's all saggy now.
Well, whatever.
It's a baby. Yeah.
It's your energy.
Yeah,
it's your energy belly, Emily.
I'll message you, Bella. I'll spell it out to you.
Especially for you. I've got that in my
head. And that person came into Chris's live stream last night as well, didn't he, Jeanette?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was taking the mickey out of me yet
again.
Yes,
he was.
Which he always does, which I couldn't give a monkey's.
Yeah. But, I mean, I did comment. I put all that weren't nice because I was so...
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, I mean, the day before, I didn't have any thumbs down. And the funny thing is, by last night, I'd got 4 thumbs down.
Yeah.
But I checked a bit later, and somebody had retracted one of them.
What?
Because I actually put a comment on it, I appreciate the thumbs down, guys. Don't you realise you're increasing my watch time, and
Yeah.
I get paid more for thumbs down than I do thumbs up. So obviously somebody had seen that comment and retracted it.
Yeah.
Moz.
Yeah, I'll send you an invite, Jason. He says, please don't lose weight because every time someone loses, I find it.
Hey.
Pardon me.
So you think you'll get the glasses today, then, Adam?
I don't know. I have to go and see what they say when I go to the opticians. I've got no idea what they'll say or do or anything.
It's not coming up with you, Jason, as even if that, because I've. Do you want to send him an invite?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll sort it
Yeah,
out.
I'm going to say, even though it came upon the panel the other day, I'm just trying to do his email in the in the invite box, and it's not coming up.
Oh, that's odd. I know why.
You see what I did, Jason, is I copied and pasted your email, and because I've already invited you, okay then, Bella, to TMI.
What I'll do, Nathan, you have to look at your Hangouts because I'll have to do it a different way to how I normally do
Well,
it.
you see, when I did it the other day, I invited him via email.
Yeah, it won't let me invite you because it's not coming up with the usual way I do it, so I can't.
Just put your email in the chat, Jason. I'll copy and paste it, and then either Bossman or somebody can delete it. God knows how we taint her cooking. He says he's put a stone and a half on since he's been with his missus, and he says I don't know how it's not it ain't her cooking. So if you want to put your email in, Jason, I'll copy and paste it.
Make sure you spell it right this time, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the correct one.
I'll do what I did the other day, and I'll do it via email because it weren't coming up in things. So I'll sort of go straight to what's it and. Jason says maybe that's the issue. You're eating fast food instead.
Nick.
Right, I've sent you it via email, Jason.
I can't look at anything you've sent me, Emily, at the moment because I'm uploading a video.
That's okay. Oh, what?
If you want to remove it, someone, because it's not for some reason.
It won't let me. It won't let me remove it. Don't know what.
It won't let me remove it either for some reason or other.
Jason, remove it yourself. Retract your message.
Probably because he's a mod.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's probably it. It's probably because he's a moderator. It won't let anybody else remove the.
Got that song stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier.
Oh, thanks to Adam.
Yeah, it says Jason has to do it because he's a moderator.
Yeah. Now stop sending me things because I'm uploading.
Yeah, yeah, he's done it. I'll have to take his wrench away and then we'll be able to do it.
Hey.
Good mood.
All right, geezer.
Hello.
Morning, geezer.
Were you looking forward to your swimming then?
Oh,
Well,
look, he's had a beard. Look, he's had a beard trim. He's trimming himself. Ready for the wedding.
no, I haven't. This needs doing again. It's too thick for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I was all geared up for it, and got me top on and everything. So I thought I'll only change when I come out. Got my bag ready, all the rest of it, and yeah. And it was a good 5 minutes sailing the bus because it has to go round the block. So I saw it come out, and I thought, you complete git, don't go that way. Don't go, you.
Yeah, but don't you hate it when you just get into bus stop or you just get into
Yeah.
bus thing and it's just pulling out as you get there?
Yeah.
oh. And also, if you have to cross the road and run towards it, and they can see you running.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or,
I've even had that. I've even had that before, and I'm going like this, and bus drivers sort of just, and this is a good one. I were actually stood at the bus stop. The bus was coming up, and like how you put your arm out for the bus to stop.
yeah.
I even did that, and the bastard, excuse me language, it just drove straight past, and I'm going, oi!
Yeah.
And I could see it even got people on the bus saying she wanted to get on the bus.
Yeah.
It either it were late or whatever, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
I was at the bus stop early enough. I got my arm out,
Well,
wanted him to stop, and he still drove past.
I've done it, and I've banged on the bloody door.
Oh,
Right.
talking about buses, yesterday at work yesterday, so I could see it coming down the top of the road, like literally like about a good mile or so. I was like, yeah, I've got time to get to the bus stop. I got to the bus stop, turned around, and the bus just went shing, and I'm like,
Same.
Answer to that, doctrine enforcer.
I've had to do that at bus drivers before when they drove off. You,
It's all right. Did you see? Did you see the message? What was what was there? What kind of brainwashing's going on here then?
yeah, that brainwashed me. Oh no! Buy more pops. No, I got.
Sorry about that, Balmer Grits, but
hi, Barmer.
Hello.
Mama.
Barmer Green.
it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I still don't know.
I've found a certain person, and I've got a troll coming called Doctrine Enforcer, saying what brainwashing's going on here then?
And if you click on their channel name, it doesn't actually. Their channel doesn't say Doctrine Enforcer. It says Jesse Sanchez, and it's got one video that was uploaded an hour ago.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I still to this day don't know how true it was, because this person that told me wasn't the most truthful of people. They were saying that when they lived up in London, yeah, they were on because they lived on some estate or whatever. The bus didn't stop, so he picked up half a hasbrick and looked out the back of the bus.
Well, you see round here, and it's like, because we've got the trams as well, they're supposed to come every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think they run to their own timetable, not.
Yeah.
Jeanette, that one, the person you blocked and everything, they created that channel literally today.
Oh, that says it all then.
Exactly.
No, but I was supposed to be.
Oh
I might have lip balm all over you. Yeah, Vicky's just put, I don't want to come on the panel, just want to say good morning, not feeling very good today. Maybe tomorrow I will come on. Okay then, Vicky.
Send you big hugs. Well, Not too big because you.
Yeah, we don't want to get you like.
We
don't
don't.
don't want you to get too close because I feel as rough as a butcher's dog this morning. So,
Hi, Ruby.
I thought
hi, Ruby.
I thought it was fit as a butcher's dog.
Yeah, Nick says, do you have the electronic signs when the buses are due? Yes, we do.
Yeah, I know, but that still doesn't mean they turn up.
I was
on
going to
time.
say, it doesn't mean to say that they're going to turn up on time, does it?
No.
Now we have them, and then it's like due. 10 minutes later, still due, and I'm like, where the hell are you?
That's about right.
I'm laughing at what Barmer's put. She says, getting coffee, be right back. Thank you for the warm greeting I always get here. You all have brainwashed me into believing I am loved.
Yep.
Hashtag
You see, that's our secret.
WrestleMania.
That's our secret. We're part of it.
Boss says he's going. Just don't forget to bow down
Yeah.
before you go.
Yeah,
And
no,
watch the head on the table.
I'm
Yeah.
not worthy.
What no one's told you is that we're all part of a special Illuminati.
Yeah.
Called the Coffee Crew Milati.
Is that what it's called? Right?
Coffee Crew Milati.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But no, saying about the old buses, our bus service is shit anyway, pardon my French, right?
Yeah.
It's once every half hour, yeah. And then on Saturdays, it's once every hour on a Saturday.
Not that.
It is.
Yeah. Moss says I have a cushion now. Bye.
And they only run up to about 5:45 anyway. That's when the last bus is. So if you want to go out in the evening, you're stuffed.
Yeah. Well, I do know round here they run every 10 minutes during the day, but I don't know about night time because I've never caught one of a night time.
No.
Oh,
See, as are usually pretty good. They run like every 7 minutes.
well, I was supposed to be every 10 minutes, but
You're both lucky then.
You're very lucky. Ours are very unusual buses.
yeah, Farmers put some emojis where they're going like that.
But you see, like, I only live like a mile from my town anyway. So, like, if the bus is missing, I could just walk it to town anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we're not all that far from town.
Well, I used to be able to walk like that. Well, I can't anymore.
You used to be able to walk. What do you do now? Do you go along like a crab?
Like,
Yeah, basically. I swim along the pavement.
Swim along the thing.
Bella says I've never heard of that person. Sorry, I private messaged her on Messenger. She wanted to know who it was, but I've got a feeling that person was who was behind creating that because they know that I've blocked them.
Trolling.
Yeah.
Facebook is trolling. Rawhide.
Well, hopefully not rawhide.
Yeah, all right, fair enough on that point. Ah!
It's all right. I sort of figured out yesterday, Jason, that there was a certain person in the chat, and when that certain person isn't in the chat, I don't get no thumbs down.
I remember you saying, yeah.
Like I haven't today.
Bit strange, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Since yesterday's stream, I've blocked that person and 2 of the accounts that I know that person's got.
See, why do you need more than one account?
Well, exactly. I mean,
Because he likes trolling people and causing trouble.
yeah.
Admittedly, I have got more than one, but that's only the email. I've not actually set up a channel with it.
Because it's in error, isn't it, Jason? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
well,
can't remember passwords and stuff.
Hey?
That I'm just telling Bella about that person. I know of 2 accounts that he had, but I've blocked both of them. But it seems
Jason knows
funny.
that person.
It just seems funny or a coincidence
Yeah,
that I have blocked that person and then I get a trolling.
yeah.
It's too much of a coincidence. So
I think you want to give trolls a more derogatory name, then they maybe when they start getting called that, maybe they think twice about it. So I don't like being called that name.
Dirty effers.
was. You are
Dirty cows I'm talking about, not the F word, heifers.
Heifers.
Heifers, yeah, but without the
Bella,
E.
Bella says Sados are us.
Saddos are them. Saddos are them, not us. We're not sad, it's them. Saddos are them.
Gargoyles.
But
No,
yeah,
that's
I mean, I can't see, you know what I mean? I always say I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? And, you know, if you don't like me, you know, whatever, I don't care.
This is what I get with, right, and without getting too much into the subject of censorship, right? My thing is, if you don't like what's on TV, don't watch it. You've got a remote
If
control.
you don't like what's on YouTube, don't watch it.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, like on yesterday's live stream, by the time I'd shut down, I'd got 2 thumbs down.
Yeah.
Right? And then by yesterday evening, I'd got 4.
Right.
So, and I'm just going to find it, and I'll read out to you exactly what I put. I put a comment. I pinned my own comment, by the way, which you're allowed to do.
Yeah. I like it. A little bit of self-promotion.
Yeah. You know,
why not?
no self-promoting, but I pinned my own comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pin my own comments sometimes. It depends what it is, what the information is you want to put.
So anyway.
Did you see Bella's comment?
You're my cup of tea, Jeanette, especially if it's accompanied by some drizzle cake.
Yeah, demon drizzler.
Yeah.
Demon drizzler.
Basically, this is what I pinned. I put, appreciate the thumbs down, whoever you are. Don't you realise you're bumping up my views and I get paid more for them than thumbs up? Doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
Yeah.
And by late evening, one of them thumbs down had been took away.
Yeah.
So I've only got 3 now instead of 4.
Well, like Adam says, it's sort of view on YouTube. You know, you've got into it, right? Even if you don't watch the whole video, it's still a view. It still counts.
Well, this is it. And, you know, sort of people can't comprehend the fact that they taken the time to come over here.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got to sit and watch some of the, you know, or sit there or come in the first place. Just thumbs down.
Yeah.
So 1, they're adding to my view time. 2, I get paid more for thumbs down than I do thumbs up.
Yeah.
And it bumps my views up.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what I said. It don't take a genius to work it out.
No. Well, there you are.
You know, and it's.
But the thing is, you see, you wouldn't be a troll if you were a genius.
Well, yeah, but I mean, off on them do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think being so clever, coming and getting the thumbs down, blah blah blah.
They're all part of my terminology, right? But they have all the intelligence of a wet fart.
Well, a wet fart's probably more intelligent.
Exactly.
But I mean, when on Chris's, he just sits there laughing about it.
I do.
Like me, he couldn't, you know, he couldn't give a monkeys.
But I think the only comment I had on one of my videos was someone called me the W word, right?
Yeah.
And I typed in, I said, okay, so whatever else have you got? Come on, show me. And they didn't say anything. But I was daring them to type something else, and they didn't.
But you see, I mean, I always sit here and say, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down. I couldn't give a monkeys, basically. Yeah. Oh, you've just got another supporter. Bella's just supported you.
Who that then?
Bella Bing Bong.
All right, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
But yeah, I mean, everybody knows my attitude. I couldn't give a shit, basically.
Yeah.
Whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you know what I mean? It's all bumping my watch time up. It's bumping my views up, you know. So, party.
Right. And, right, I'm not doing it for subs as the sub. I'm doing it because you're right, and a friend of mine, an associate of mine, right, and return the favour, my dear. You'll forgive me if I don't watch them much, because obviously, being a chap, I'm not much one for makeup.
Well, this week, Jason, she's doing a daily vlog one.
Oh, is she?
Yes, because she's at her daughter's in Kent, actually.
Ah.
Close to where, well, I don't know whether it's close to where Mr. Bossman is or what.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not that near.
I mean, you know, I don't expect everybody to watch my videos anyway, because I know it's not to everyone's liking. You know, I mean, the fact that I've called it not suitable for mum sort of give you an indication, you know. So, yeah. It's all gone very, very quiet.
I'm reading that what Bossman's just put in.
Hold on a minute. Wait till I get to the punchline at the bottom.
Oh, are you making a rude joke, are you?
Not a rude joke, but it's quite clever.
There's been some scumbag club car going around breaking into people's houses here for months, but the police can't catch him. The weirdest thing about it all is he was breaking into people's houses just to ruin their washing machines by putting bricks into them and turning them on. Really weird, if you ask me. Anyway, just read that he was found dead in an alley because of a drug overdose. It's never nice seeing of someone's death, but on the bright side, washing machines live longer with Carl.
Do you want to know who that joke's thanks to, Jason? My friend Abigail Barry, but I think it's her boyfriend Lee who would have said that.
Yes.
Yeah, Nick says he's heard that one.
Yeah,
I hadn't. That's good. I like that joke.
It's the other one about the about the mate of the bloke whose friend died of indigestion. Right, he can't believe Gaviscon.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe Gaviscon.
Or the
says that good.
Yeah, or the ice cream man that topped himself.
And Barbara says she's back. The stupid coffee pot won't turn on.
Whoops.
But get to thump me a hammer. That usually works.
Yeah, but then if you break it, then you're not going to have coffee ever again. It's not a good idea.
Oh, look at this.
I actually did see a video of someone putting a brick in a tumble dryer, and the thing blooming shakes itself to death.
Yeah.
Funny as anything. I love stupid stuff like that, though. People breaking stuff. Or things exploding. Don't know why. We used to do that when I was a kid, though. Like you have the old toys that you don't use anymore. And you go into your dad's garage and take a hammer and stuff to him. The other one we used to do is we used to have these plastic toy cars, obviously not metal ones, because we would have got into serious trouble for doing that. But throwing plastic cars up onto the toy roof and see if they'd run down and jump off the roof. And they ended up getting stuck in the gutter.
Oh dear. So I were never what's it like that.
Yeah.
I cherish my stuff that I'd got, not breaking them.
Well, I did at the time when I was still into it. I played with them well and I kept them all nice and everything. And now, obviously, I get stuff. I do look after it very well. I mean, case in point, I've had my TV for 8 years and it still works fine.
Yeah, well, it's a case of when you're a kid, you think, oh well, my mum and dad will replace it.
Yeah. Well, I want the next toy. That's what it is. Yeah, because I set fire to a bag full of Smurfs, and I wish I hadn't. Yeah.
I bloke walked into a bar and ordered a pint of whitbread. He placed it on the table and walked into the gents. The young lady hoisted her skirt and blew off in the glass.
Right,
When-
okay.
When he came out, the barman explained what had happened. He approached the girl and said, "Oi, you fart in my whitbread." She said, "No, I'm Tessa Sanderson."
That's my sort of joke because I used to, right. I'm putting the terminology again.
Hi, Kate.
Right. But being a novel is in Shatama Whitbread.
Oh,
But yeah.
well, talking of which, Serena Williams is right up creek we had to paddle. She had a right go on at umpires last week.
Yeah.
She got fined and all sorts.
Now probably a drop in the ocean for her.
Hi, Kate. How are you?
Won't,
Kate.
Hi, Kate.
won't stop her from doing it again.
But she called umpire a cheat and a liar.
Yeah.
That's a no to begin with.
Yeah.
And then she got charged with tampering and something else. I forget what it were. Basically, she had a right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Kate.
A woman walked into the kitchen to find her husband stalking around with a fly swatter. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Hunting flies," he responded. "Oh, killing any?" she asked. Yeah, 3 males, 2 females," he replied. Intrigued, she asked, "How can you tell them apart?" He responded. 3 were on a beer can and 2 were on the phone. I'm not too good, Kate. I feel like I've been run over by a bus this morning. So I think I'm getting Vicky's cold and I just feel as rough as a butcher's dog this morning. But
It's like I was saying that they were right. And so you can use it, and you can use that expression both ways then, because it was always fit as a butcher's dog.
yeah, well, I feel as rough as well. It might be the rear end of the butcher's dog that I feel like.
Yeah. I suppose it's like me saying knackered as a badger. Well, how knackered does a badger get?
But yeah, I'm still laughing. I'm still but my eyes feel like piss holes in snow. You know, that's just how I feel this morning. I feel run down. I feel tired. And I keep having to put Lipsil on my lips because they're getting a little bit, not chapped, but like tingling and feeling a bit sore.
Has anyone else been like incredibly dry throated the last day or two?
Yeah.
I've been like it. That's why I'm drinking water this morning.
Yeah.
It's like a dry, tickly cough in back of your throat.
Well, I get that anyway because of my hiatus hernia. But just some reason I'm like waking up just like thirsty all the time.
You know, last night in my live stream, I towards the end of it, my throat just all of a sudden. Well, when we weren't live, when we were afterwards, I went. That's what it's a bit of like dry throat, but it was just sort of I was almost choking. It was.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kate. She says sending the love and hug.
But sending you love and hugs as well, Kate.
Yeah.
But it's
Yep, here you go, babe.
Thank
Here
you.
you go. Yep.
No, it didn't work.
Okay, try again. Here you go. 1.
I'm
2.
getting it instead.
Oh, Jeanette got it. Damn.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, I'll let you.
Oh yeah, Emily, I apologise for not posting your parcel yet. I will do it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going on a little adventure.
Yeah.
Emily's going to Tesco's.
Oh, how did you know?
Because you told me earlier.
I forgot a bag though.
What's with the hat?
Time for a tea party.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Got a hat and a hoodie on.
Yeah, well, she probably don't want people to know that she's got earphones and headphones.
Well, yeah.
Hiding.
To some
Incognito.
strangers? I don't know. Stranger danger.
Well,
So
you
I
come to
thought-
the right place for that, Emily. Stranger danger.
It was difficult to tell because when you're quite close to the camera, like me, you know, it's sort of like, oh, hang on, what's she doing? Yeah,
I'm
just
going
doing that.
outside.
Oh,
She's
tickling.
brave. She's going out into the real world.
I think
Jason's
some-
got wind as well.
Yeah.
Go to the post
Well,
office.
mine's
Post
from
office?
drinking Coke.
Post box.
I always get quite gassy when I'm drinking Coke.
They'll stop drinking Coke.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I tell
right.
you what,
Well, that's going to ever happen.
I tell you what I take, and as soon as I take them like Lansoprazole for acid reflux, and the minute I take them, I start burping.
Yeah.
Every time. As soon as I've took one in the morning, I'm burping like a trooper.
Yeah, I'm on the omeprazole stuff.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not-
You're on the omeprazole, are you, Jason?
Yeah. The only
same thing.
They are the same thing. They're just
Yeah.
one's generic and one's the other name.
because not only have I got the hiatus hernia, right? I've got what the rather unfortunately named Shiatsky ring.
That's too much information, Jason.
No,
Yeah.
but all it is a narrowing of the esophagus. It's
I
nothing
know,
to do-
but I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's too much information. Don't worry
Yeah.
about the shiatsu ring.
It does sound dodgy though, doesn't it?
It does.
Just a bit, you know.
Yeah, but Bella says she takes them Lansoprazole.
I can't take them because they mess me up. Not mentally. They affect my blood count. Can't take them.
Oh, damn, boy.
They do. They affect
Well,
I think they affect my it's either the red blood cells or the white blood cells. I can't remember which.
I tell you what, the doctor gave me, you know, for the inflammation in like me in back of my neck and on my shoulder and everything. He gave me, and I remembered the name of them, Naproxen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard.
But it does say before you start taking them, they can give you an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Now, I only took the one when she prescribed them, and I were feeling as sick as a dog.
The dunno.
It's all right. Nick's put another one. Breaking news, guys. Sky has won the rights to broadcast the UK's first origami championship. Sadly, it's only on pay-per-view.
No.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
I think we need to sack Nick as the joke teller.
Well, it's like the fishing championship they're going to have on as well. We're all waiting with bated breath.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, that's up there with Nick's joke. With the bad.
Yeah,
pun.
that's why we're groaning.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, Jason, but no, just no.
They're getting a bit cheesy now.
I know cheese.
Cheese, grab it.
I'm going to the post
Oh, dear.
box. Joel, come along with me. This is so exciting.
You got to be careful. Yeah, so you got to be careful with poker players as well. You're getting in a relationship with them because they always play their cards close to their chest.
Oh,
Cheesy,
no.
cheesy.
I think I'm going now. Bye, everyone.
Shoot me now.
Well, the thing is, you see, I've got to be clean on this channel.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing out all the bad puns because I don't know any clean jokes.
Ka-ching.
It's got the post box.
You like my shoes?
I keep meaning to do Raven's photo challenge. Start on that.
Spider-Man.
So what do you have to do on that? 'Cause I haven't watched the video. What do you have to do?
Yeah,
first?
basically every week for the next year, you take a photo and you've got a different category each week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be quite interesting to do.
Yeah.
A photograph.
All right. Kate's coming up with. I'm in a relationship with two men. One's called Ben and the other's called Jerry.
Yeah, right, yeah. You dirty hussy, you.
I'm
Yeah.
in a relationship with one man.
Hey, DJ Ian's in the house.
Woo!
It says, no, your shoe's not big enough for me.
No, the
Mine aren't, because I'm only a size 7.
I'm size 11.
Oh, go on, then.
well, mine's sort of a bit weird because it's either
No,
8 or
weird.
9, depending on the make.
Yeah, we know you're weird, Jason.
Yeah, well, aside from that.
And cake
And also-
cold ice cream.
Also, I have
You see, the thing is, I'm a size 7, but because I've got bunions on my feet, I have to have a size 8 just to accommodate.
mine's like that. It's a size 8, but because I've got a wider foot, I have to wear the size 9.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Ian says he's a size 15.
Good and Betty. What the hell?
Your feet's too big. Don't want you 'cause your feet's too big.
Nick
Don't
says
think
the
you
Lone
can-
Ranger finds Tonto lying on the ground, ear pressed to the earth. What is it? Asked the Lone Ranger. Buffalo come, said Tonto. You can hear the hoofs beat. He says, no, ground sticky.
It's supposed to be a family-friendly channel, Nick. Behave yourself.
Talking about cheese.
Yeah.
It's cheesy with a capital C and a capital Y.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tasty. It's cheesy.
How are you doing today, Ian? Are you feeling any better?
He said he wasn't. I just saw a post on his Facebook, and it said
Oh,
he was feeling
that
well.
is family friendly, he said.
Into Tesco's I go.
See if they got any pops.
Tom, buy us all a pop each.
Fandom.
There was quite a few in earlier, but now it's not.
It's all of Nick's jokes that are frightening
I
people
found
away.
the pops.
Is that
Ready?
the Diet Coke, lemonade, Sprite? Yeah, there we go.
I was wondering, right, whether or not, because a lot of these places are a bit funny about you filming, whether you can get like a fibre optic camera that sit in your hat.
Yeah, you can. You can get all sorts of different stuff. You can get.
I bet they're expensive though.
No, you can get stuff off the Wish app. Sort of.
Because that's why I don't do sort of like the vlog so much these days, because the filming people get funny about it.
I'll just tell them to.
Get out of my shop.
Hey, you've lost me as a customer then forever. Bye bye. No money for you. Bye bye shop.
Did you get back to the doctors then, Ian?
Yeah, what's going on, mate?
Have you managed to get back to the doctors to have them tests done and whatever? Emily's gone all black.
Just put the phone in her pocket.
Oh.
Does that?
Oh. Is that
Doing a
right?
bit
Lord
doing
God.
doing a bit of bum dialing.
Oh, you've got to wait for a little. You could be waiting
Yeah.
a little while then, Ian. This is
I can't.
then.
I can't do bum dialing anymore because my phone has to be unlocked with a fingerprint.
Yeah, mine too.
Quite a nice little idea, actually.
Well, I'll tell you what you know how I get tax credits for Callum. Now when I ring up, it says, please say the phrase, my voice is my password. It puts
All right.
straight through.
Fair enough.
Voice recognition and all that.
Yeah.
So it recognises your voice.
Well,
I
it was.
wonder,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Bella's put his sofa still at home. I think she went back to work yesterday, but she finishes and she starts a new job on the 24th. Oh, she's there with it, yeah, because I think he said she'd finish. Is that your own for dinner then, baby?
Oh man.
Are you home for dinner now then? Okay.
No, it's good you got someone to look out for you, mate.
Well, that's it. That's it. At least she's taking care of him. He done it.
Hopefully it'll get sorted out
Yeah.
so you're liking.
Yeah, I'm going to say I think what he said the other day, she got to go in Tuesday, but that was the day she was finishing, and then she starts a new job on the 24th, if I'm correct. So
yeah, I got a pain in the bum thing later because I've got this gas bloke coming to do the annual service, and the problem is it's any time between 1 and 4:30. So I've got to sit here without any noise going on, so I can actually hear the door, which is going to be boring as whatnot.
yeah. Hiya, James. How are you? I'm not doing too good actually, James. I feel like I've been run over by a bus this morning.
Yeah, Jeanette's falling apart this morning.
Yeah. I'd say you're lucky it's a bus. Sometimes I feel like I've been run over by a milk float.
Oh, look who it is.
Yeah, I mean,
you imagine that though, with the milk float coming along, like 4 miles an hour, whatever, trying to catch up with you to run you over. Oh no! Low speed chase.
yeah. As we were saying before, that person has created another account.
Yet again.
Yeah, again. Up to no good.
I'm waiting for the punchline for this.
There was a man on the bus the other day. He had a false eye. He took it out and took it. It bounced down onto the bus, upstairs, rolled back rolled to the back of the bus and rolled back downstairs.
He picked it up and put it back in. I said, "What did you do that for?" He said, "I was just seeing if there was any room upstairs."
Not the one I thought in.
Oh dear.
It's like there's this woman in the bus with a false eye, right? And her eye falls out, and there's this bloke, and he gets it for her, gives it back to her, and she goes, "I love you," and says, "Yeah, how can you love me? You don't even know me." And you go, "Oh, you're the first person to give me my eye."
Well, we'll tell you it is DJ. Ford Mustang, Stormtrooper, and now he's actually got another account. Clocked in yesterday. Every time you see come in the chat, I get thumbs down. I got 4 yesterday.
Well,
but when he's not here, I don't get any thumbs down. So it's obvious who it is. Yeah. And he does the same on Christmas as well. He goes into Christmas
and I expect he's the one who's been giving you blocks as well.
And me, probably.
But I mean, there's no wonder people, as he's put, no one ever accepts him for who he is if he's doing that sort of thing.
And also, he goes behind people's backs on other people's live streams and channels and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, well, there's 2 people that he knows that I don't associate with, so that says it all.
Yeah.
And I reckon. Nick's put in response to your question, it's because you're a tit. No one accepts me. Yeah, it's the sun's out now. I mean, as you can see, it's got a little bit bright.
There's a Mustang man, one of these that says, "Will you be my friend?"
Yeah, well, there's 2 people that I know that he associates with, and I don't, if you know what I mean. Well, we've got an idea, Barmer. It's the same person.
And that was definitely Stormy. That
Yeah,
I
I
clicked
know
the
because
profile and
it's
checked.
got his picture on.
Yeah.
The same as I said, I knew of the two accounts that he'd got, and I blocked him on both them. And that was the question: why is he being blocked?
Oh. So this is where I
Because he's
live.
a sneaky person. It's an easy way of saying it without being too rude.
Can you guess which is Amy's house?
Straight in front of you.
Dang it, how did you know, boy?
He's an ugly bugger. But yeah, I mean, it sent too much of a coincidence that when that person comes into the chat, I get thumbs down. But when he don't come in, I don't get any thumbs down.
Exactly.
That is Emily that's out walking.
Yeah.
When you were doing the can you guess which house is mine, I thought you were going to start breaking into a Sesame Street routine. Can you guess which house is my house? Because it's not like the other house.
Technically, they're all the same, except we have
I know.
grass on.
DJ has put Mrs. P just blocks you if you're an ugly tit. Or, well, I'm assuming it's the TWAT one.
I wish my fingers would stand up on my thing properly. They keep jumping off the blooming shelf. I've just been attacked by an alien.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope that one's a goodbye bomber. She says, somebody pin $1 on him so he'll be worth something if someone finds him.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm home.
Hello, Emily.
Oh, God, I'm scared now.
Yeah. Give it.
See, the thing is, Farmer, it just seems too much of a coincidence. I don't know why he's doing it, because I've never said or done anything wrong to him. I've always, but he seems to say inappropriate things to other people. Like last night, he said, Chris went live for about 12 minutes. What did he say? You look like an apple head or something.
No, that was to Adam.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Penny.
He he insults people, thinking he's funny, but he's not.
Well, see, this is the thing I was saying. I said before, right? If you know someone,
Oh no, I don't.
yeah. If you know someone like me and Adam, we rip on each other, right? But that's because
I never said anything bad about you ever.
yeah, not much.
I mean, it's like this. As friends, you know each other, and I mean, it's like I do it with Chris and his husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like Bella.
And it really offends me.
But it's when you know that person, you know the personality and whatever, you know that you can say things in jest to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they won't be offended.
Yeah, because you know, and you know where the line is.
Yeah.
Right? And if you do ever overstep the line, right, you apologise, right? You know not to go there again.
Yeah, and move on.
Yeah, you don't, you know.
But that person seems to say inappropriate things all the time.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's being funny, and it's not just saying bad things about. I mean, like what he said to Adam last night.
Mm.
You know, it wasn't called for, and I put that wasn't nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, and they could have someone had said, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't realise you would get hurt by that or whatever." You know.
But
it didn't actually offend me, but it might offend people who are watching the live stream.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing of the matter is, I think I mean. Bella says Chris offends me on a daily basis, but he never apologises at all.
I know he does to me. He never apologises either. It's a nasty piece of goods.
That's because it's people he loves, you see. He knows he can get away with it.
No, he can't get away with it. Don't-
But the thing is, this particular whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, I mean, in honesty, I mean, I'm not a counsellor or anything, but I think he does it for the attention.
Because he also did videos ages ago about him having a girlfriend, then breaking up with her, and then having another one and breaking up and getting all and crying on camera on purpose. Really,
Yeah, and then it says something about she were having a baby and it wasn't his, or telling. But I mean that was the catalyst when he came in yesterday and said his girlfriend had cheated on him with 14 fellas.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Nick.
Oh,
Good joke. That is a good joke, but Nick.
right. Yeah. Nick, I wish I'd known, mate, because I might have had some of that off of you.
No, you read it all, Jason.
Hang on, what?
I just sold all my John Lennon.
Oh, shit, yeah.
on eBay. Imagine all the people.
Sorry, I get it, yes.
Yes.
Sorry,
was
Rush.
A bit more cheese, Jason.
Yes, very good joke. Well done. I have got a bit of John Lennon memorabilia, actually.
Yeah. DJ says it could be the next coach, but I think, in all honesty, I kind of phrase it: the lights is on, but nobody's home.
Mm.
And I'm trying not to be offensive here, but I think it's a case of the lights is on, but nobody's home.
SN. And special's the first word.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying out a new feature on YouTube where you can actually premiere a video, and it's saying my video's premiering now. I should really watch it and see if anyone comments or watches it, but I can't.
Oh, interesting.
What you got?
I'm gonna have to look a bit more at the various things.
Uh-huh.
You know, you put more different,
Record, haven't I?
putting better keywords in and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
But I mean, there's a lot of turn of phrases. I mean, but one that's really awful. When they're licking windows, you know.
I'm sorry, but I do find that semi-amusing, right?
But you know what I mean. It's there's a lot of turn of phrases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, shut up, Ian.
The thing is, right? Someone saying that to me. He goes, "Oh, he said I only lick the nice flavored windows." I said, "You must have licked the other ones to know what the bad ones and the good ones are like."
But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, going back to that, there's many turn of phrases. You know, it's
Yeah.
not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah.
Or,
I do not like the R word.
No, we don't use that word. That's the word you definitely don't use now.
Yeah. I might call someone an F, right? Because,
that's all right. I've just clicked on what Jason were on about. No, it's not appropriate. That word, I don't think.
Back in the day, if you actually use the word properly and actually not just calling them, and it's actually the proper way, then that was a different matter, a different time. But now it's classed upon as a derogatory term, and it is.
Yeah.
Not a nice thing to
Well,
say
that's why I say F thingy, because as far as I'm concerned, right, people that have that condition, right, can't help the way they are. It's not any through fault with their own. You know, they didn't ask to be like that. All the rest of it. If you're an F, that means you're unthinking. That means you haven't considered what's going on. Yeah, which is different. You're right.
Doorbell.
Ah, right. He suddenly went.
You know him, Jason. You should know by now the sound of his doorbell.
Yeah. Well, no. It's like oh, parcel time.
Yeah.
It's another pop.
But yeah, I mean, there's sort of being that way, and then there's being obnoxious with it.
That's what the F bit's about, right?
Jason, this is my order from the entertainer, and the box doesn't look too promising.
Oh, blimey. It's a bit
Oh,
bad,
dear.
isn't it?
So is the box damaged then?
I don't know about the inside, but the
Yeah.
outside box is
You'll have
slightly.
you have to let me know which version you got, whether you got the standard or the glow in the
I'll
dark.
have a look now. I'll just have a look.
Okay.
We'll make a video later.
Yeah.
Just have a look.
It's my fault he bought those because I told him about it. And he
Yeah.
wasn't going to, and he thought, no, at that price, I'm having them.
No,
So
look,
right,
Jason,
Ian, I've
what-
just messaged Bella
look,
and tell her what.
absolutely no protection, nothing.
Yeah.
That's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the glow in the dark one.
Oh, it is. Well done.
I think they all are the glow in
Yeah.
the dark with the sand white.
Because it doesn't have the sticker on the picture on the website.
And then the other one is from the Angry Beavers. But the boxes are actually okay, even though there was
Yeah.
no protection in there at all.
That's surprising. They didn't take them very long to come through, though, did they?
No.
Because remember, I told you, was it Saturday?
Yeah. And they're here today.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There are some new
And
ones.
they're down on the site, on the Entertainer website, the pops are £6.66 each.
There's some at £6
Oh,
now.
it's only £6 now. Oh, right.
Yeah, they got some new ones. They got some new ones up.
I'm just laughing because Bella put the
Yeah.
R word, why am I so slow on the uptake? And then Ian put, Bella, have a little think. And she says, I have been, still can't think. Oh, Jeanette has just told me I had to message it. What it meant.
No, I don't like using that word at all.
But yeah, I mean, you know, bless her heart, she is a little bit slow on the uptake. I mean, she's sort of a bit behind the 8 ball at times.
That's all right.
Yeah. Bella Bing Bong's not a window licker, but she's heading that way.
No.
Want some of that cake that I made?
Yeah.
No, she just started on picture frames instead.
And Bella's put, no, that's very offensive, and that's why nobody uses it, because it's offensive. You know what I
It's an
mean?
offensive word nowadays, but back in the day, in time, it was used, and it was a sort of an actual more of a sort of medical term. They used it as more of a.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
there is
it's not.
really sort of old-fashioned doctors.
But see, that's probably why it's even more offensive calling somebody it, right? You know,
Oh, we would, Bella.
when
We'd
it's
have
what it
it
is.
tied up with ribbons or put out for the rubbish.
She says you wouldn't have me another way. Yeah. Nick says all I want to know is who's driving the bus.
Yeah. The thing is, though, what do Windows taste of? Is it like Skittles or sherbet or, you know?
It's all by myself.
Yeah.
All by myself.
It's all right. I made a cake yesterday.
She's all by herself.
Yeah, I made a cake yesterday. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I made a trouser cough and now I'm all
What
by myself.
cake is it exactly? What flavour?
It's just a Victoria sponge with jam in the middle.
Oh, thank God for that. At least there's no coconut, because
I do like some of the right. I know they are derogatory, right? But I do find some of the terms that people use as a euphemism for something else incredibly funny.
Yeah,
Not
something.
because they're so stupid. You know.
But there is another word that's more offensive than the R word, and it begins with S.
Oh yes, I know the one.
No.
Yeah. Which
No,
is
that's right. Stupid. It's okay. I'm sorry. I know Jeanette's being strong with this word, but stupid. I know.
Adam.
yeah. No, I think I know the one that Jeanette means.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a little bit annoyed with Funko for calling their things what they've called them.
Oh, they called that before. They called those that years ago. That was when they originally started. But back then, it wasn't derogatory term though, Jason.
It's been a derogatory term since I was at school.
But though I know, but if you think it wasn't spelled exactly the same, and it was classed. It was different.
Well, there was.
When I said the S word, DJ input Sophie.
Oh.
That's going to get you a slap, sir.
Hopefully it will.
Maybe that's why he did it. No, because there was the Mario. There was, I think it was one of the Mario Kart games, and they listed it in the advert, and the advert got banned for them using that particular word.
I do not
I
know.
mean, it's like in my day, them words were used, but you wouldn't use them nowadays because they are very, very offensive.
Yeah. Mind you, it's like it's
Yeah,
like
but that might actually. Sorry, Jason.
I was just going to say it's like a lot of words though. They've been meant to mean something else from what they were the original meaning.
Yeah.
They're offensive because we've deemed them to be offensive. If you get my meaning.
And there is one particular word that my mum used when she was back at school, which, because of the colour of her school uniform, it was actually called this colour.
Right.
You can't call it, and the second word is brown, but they actually called it brown. But that was actually, it wasn't meant as it was actually just the colour of the part of the school uniform. It was actually the proper thing. It's not. I'm not actually, saying the word obviously, but everyone can work out what it is. But you don't. But nowadays you don't. If anyone mentions that word at all, you're being a racist. Or
but you see, the thing is as well. Chris was born in Kenya, right?
Yeah.
So. But he is English, he is British, blah, 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 blah. And if so wanted, he could have dual nationality because of the fact that he was born in Kenya, but he's British.
Wow.
Now, when he was at school, he didn't come back to this country till he was 7 years old. So, when he went to school, they used to call him a white one.
Oh, I see, right, yeah.
I smacked him outdoors and he didn't say it no more.
Yeah, until Chris smacked him one, and then they didn't call it him no more.
That usually works.
But the fact that they call a white person that, are fine.
Good for you.
No, the thing is, though, I do know people that use that, white guys, and they use it like black people do.
Yeah.
You can't
call them that, Jason. You can't call them that. Oh no, you can't call them black people. You'll get shot down for that.
Bollocks.
I know. I'm just
right. There's a band I'm into. Yeah, Skunk Anansie. And when all this political nonsense came out, they actually made a song called "Intellectualize My Blackness." And it was about all the stupid political correctness, right? And a lot of it come up by white people to make them feel more comfortable about the situation.
Hiya, Donny. How are you?
Lad?
Hello.
So, what does that tell you?
But I mean, it's coming to something. And let me give you another instance. What do you call them? Like Bar Black Sheep. They're about banning that now because it mentions black sheep.
Oh, they've been on about that for years, trying to ban that.
That was ridiculous.
You know what I mean? But that is just, it's political correctness gone mad. How many decades has that been around?
Yeah.
Bar Black Sheep, and now they're trying to ban it because it mentions black.
But then, Ian, we're not white, are we? We're not white. We're not white. We don't look like a freaking ghost.
We're not pink either. We're mixed. We're sort of funny colour.
So
Nick says, having lunch and doing what anybody and everybody does every day. I also listen to their conversations, give them thumbs up and tell them I like them.
Yeah, they did.
And it works like Facebook. I already have 4 people following me, 2 police officers, a private investigator and a psychiatrist.
That's an old
Yeah.
joke.
Nick's saying they've banned the gollywog off of the Robinson's jam. I mean, when does it start?
That happened a long time ago now, but it's ridiculous.
I actually saw one of those at one of the toys at a car boot sale on Saturday.
I hope you bought it.
But you see, going back in the day, who can remember the black and white minstrels?
Oh, that was dodgy. That was dodgy. Because you
No,
remember,
I mean, it just goes to show how relaxed things were in that day
yeah.
than that it is in
Yeah.
the present day.
But I mean, Lenny Henry was on that. Wasn't he? Lenny
No,
Henry
but
was on that.
you go back even further than the television thing. If you go back to like A.C. Olsen, Al Jolson, and the Minstrels, that was way back, not just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
But it was a different kettle of fish, and it
Yeah.
wasn't.
I think the thing is with a lot of that, it was. I wouldn't say people didn't know any better, but they were. I don't think they realised how it would affect different people.
But in those days, they didn't. It wasn't the same now, where it's all everything politically correct up to the fine tune.
I mean, looking back in that respect, it was accepted in that era.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
it doesn't.
It was accepted then.
I'm not saying it should have been accepted, but we were kind of naive about it all. Because the thing is, you remember.
Nick's just done another instance. He says they have renamed a school in Bristol due to the name connection with slavery.
No.
You know, it's like world's gone nuts, hasn't it? If you know.
Well, yeah. A really good example of this sort of thing was, and to show that people aren't perhaps as racist as what people, you know, and it goes both ways, right? There was an episode of South Park, and they was changing the town flag because it depicted a black man being hanged by a group of white people, right? Now, the thing was, the kids were like, because Chef, he's the only black person in the town. And he was like up in arms about it, which was fair enough. And the kids were like, well, what's the problem? Like he said, well, you know, it's black, but and the kid, basically the reason why the kids didn't see it was because they didn't see it as a black person being hanged. It was just somebody being hanged. They didn't see the colour. So the kids were the ones that were like, you know, whatever. So in the end, they did change it. But all they did was change that some of the other people that were in the crowd watching the person being hanged were also of colour.
Yeah.
Whether
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like
whatever.
Says, you can't change history, can you?
No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the evolvement of the world and the way the world lives, and you know, you can't go back and change that. I mean, it's like apartheid in you know, where the whites were segregated from the black people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was part of the history. It's been done, it's gone, it's been sorted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, and I mean, even to this day, you still get in that tension in that country. Because of that situation, even though they're not segregating the coloured people from the white people anymore.
It's a lot of it is people's refusal to understand that someone is different from them, and accept them for who they are. Yeah. If people were more acceptance of different cultures, different races, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and a lot of it's fear because they don't understand. Yeah, they don't understand the situation. They don't understand that person's way of life. And if they took the time to understand, they'd see, well, hang on, they're not that different from us. Yeah. So what's the problem?
But you see, from my point of view, I look at it this way. I don't care what anybody's skin colour is, what the ethnicity is, what the sexuality or anything is.
Yeah.
If they're nice to me, then I'll be nice back to them.
Exactly. You know, if they're a druggie,
Whatever the colour of the skin, whatever the sexuality,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. If you treat me right, then I'll treat you right.
exactly.
That's my
Basically, if you act like a dick, then I'm going to treat you like a dick.
yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
And
Yes,
you
Jason.
look at what Hitler did, yet we still teach it in schools. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
Anyway, should we get away from the political bullshit?
No, yes.
But
Okay.
well, I'll probably not be going on much longer because I am flagging a little bit. I'm going to have a lie down after this.
I don't blame you, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Get some lunch, I think, in a bit. It's like sort of time. I might get a baguette. I don't know.
A baguette? Ooh.
A baguette, yeah. I fancy a baguette.
Ooh, get a baguette then.
Yeah, better
Yeah.
cheese.
Nick, I totally agree with Nick. I mean, you go to other people's countries, you have to abide by their rules, blah blah blah. Like in Kuwait or Dubai. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not married to a person, you're not even allowed to hold their hand or anything. You've got to be married to them to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they come here. It says they come here and expect special treatment. Exactly.
And they speak, you know, and they don't speak English. They're still speaking in their whatever language and stuff, and not, you know.
But I mean, you move abroad, you have to
If,
come to their language or learn their language.
yeah, but I was going to say, if I was living in another country that didn't speak English, I would take the time to at least learn the basics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I can,
I
you know.
agree with you.
So you know, you go into a restaurant, yeah, and you can say, please, thank you, you know, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask basic stuff like, you know, where is the cutlery or whatever, you know, just things like that.
But as well, Jason, the longer you're in that country, the more you pick the lingo up anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, it's like you conform to their ways of life, their language, etc.
Yeah.
They want to seem to do the same thing when they come over here.
Yeah. But having said that, right, there are a lot of English people that will go over to places, right, and you know they don't abide by that country's rules, and you know they don't make an attempt to do that. You know, I mean, it's the whole business of when you go abroad, right? It's the whole point of going abroad is to try different cultures, isn't it?
It is.
Right. So why do a lot of English people turn round and go into English-themed pubs for all their meals?
Yeah. I mean, it's like what Nick said. I mean, I agree, but it's sort of getting into deep waters there. It says, why is it that motorcyclists are made to remove the helmets, but it's okay for the burqa to be worn? Now,
yeah, that's a
you
bit
know,
of a dodgy
it's
area.
sort of getting into a bit deep waters there because that's part of their religion.
Yeah, religion's a different kettle of fish entirely.
You know,
That's
I mean,
the same.
I sort of get what he's saying. I know what he's saying, but sort of you're getting into murky waters there, aren't you? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
I mean, while they're in this country, we're not saying, you know, you've got to become Europeanized or whatever you want to call it, but you've got to respect their religion, and that's part of their religion, if you know what I mean.
right. As I was saying, because we were trying to go on something else a little bit, but we'll end the stream on a high note, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will be going into town tomorrow because I've got my 3-month job centre to do that. I want to know if anybody wants me to grab anything for them, right?
£100. Go and rob a bank for me, Jason.
Oh, what?
Go and rob a bank for me.
Oh well, yeah, I could do that.
Hi, Flying Monkey.
No, but you know, if you've got any items they're looking for in particular, or for that matter, anything they want me to record.
He's still doing the cob challenge. I'll try and think of it unusual. I'll try and think of an unusual one for you.
Yeah. Well, we have got one selected for that, right? But what I'm thinking of for the next season is there any suggestions that people have said over the course of the time we've been doing them all? We do those at random. So you can suggest anything you like, right?
Nick says, could you get him £1,000 out of the Asda till? Well, if he's robbing a bank for me, Nick, he can probably get £2 while he's at it.
Yeah. I'll use a banana.
Flying Monkey says they should ban the burqa. They could be doing anything behind the burqa. In Denmark, the burqa is banned.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have known of males dressing up in a burqa to disguise their identity.
Yeah.
And Nick says he's changed his mind. How about a Swedish blonde with nice boobs?
Yeah, I'll have one of those as well, please, Jason. Oh, sorry, Emily. I didn't know. I was a housemaid, as a masseuse.
That's it. That's you in the naughty corner.
Yeah, but Nick's missus will tell him off as well, so it's all right.
Am I not good enough for you then?
I'd give him
yeah, just makes that because at least I wasn't obsessed with Gethin.
I'd give him the talk to the hand treatment, Emily, if I was you.
Don't bother with that. I'm going.
Emily.
Bella agrees. She says, make him pay.
Emily.
Well, this is all I want to say to everyone.
I said, Emily, if you're going to give him the hand, make sure it's the back of it.
Oh, don't
Oh, Jason, you're not supposed to help her. You're on my side.
Nick says,
not when you deserve it, mate.
Nick says you might find the Swedish blonde with the nice boobs in IKEA.
Yeah.
Don't give him anything.
I say you've given me.
Emily, it's all right. I'm not going to IKEA, so you're all right.
You've given me an idea.
Oh,
I could do with one of those.
I didn't even know there was an attack in Hull. Was the attack in Hull yesterday? Maybe. Blind Monkey says there was an attack in Hull yesterday.
What was that then?
What?
I don't know. I've not heard of it. It says, is there any more news on that attack? What happened yesterday in Hull? I've not even heard about it.
No. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah. I'll have to Google it.
No, but anyway, no, I mean, you know, I was just on the offer there, you know, because I've got to go in anyway. I'm going to get my hair cut, get a shave, various other bits and pieces. Maybe actually get my freaking swim in.
Damn bus.
Yeah. Check out my offer. They have a 2-for-1 on.
I'm going into hiding, Emily.
Why?
Oh, apparently.
What have you done? Baby.
From what I said earlier.
I let you off because I love you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. The attack, it was a bloke went into a bank with a meat cleaver yesterday.
Oh, yes. I saw video clips of that live on Facebook.
Yeah.
It was dreadful.
Yeah, perhaps the robbing a bank this close to that isn't a good idea.
And they also, there was 2 incidents there. Someone had actually set fire to the Santander, which was opposite the bank where the chap with the meat cleaver was in.
Yeah, it says that he threw a petrol bomb into the doorway of Santander.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then he was in another bank with a meat cleaver.
It says all on lockdown as armed man tries to petrol bomb the bank.
Yeah, there was actually footage on live. Someone was filming it live on Facebook as it was happening. Awful.
It says there's another one where it says Hull meat cleaver attack. Witnesses reveal moment they became caught up in terrifying rampage on city centre banks. The shocking incident unfolded yesterday afternoon when a man allegedly brandishing a meat cleaver and carrying a petrol. So it sounds like it's the same one.
It was happening at the same time, because what happened was you could see the fire in Santander on the video, and then you could see the police, you could see people running out of a bank and a different bank, and the police running in and grabbing the person and getting them
Apparently, he entered Santander and Barclays Bank.
Yeah, it was Barclays with the meat cleaver after. It was Santander where he set fire to, and then it was the other bank.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to use it as a diversion or something.
Yeah.
So whilst they're busy tackling the bomb thing,
The fire.
he's in there having the other one.
Yeah.
Right.
It says he's got like a petrol can in one hand and a meat cleaver in other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flying Monkey says a crazy man went into 3 banks and poured petrol everywhere, lit it, and he was chasing people with a machete. Don't know if anybody got it. It went to machete, according to that, it were a meat cleaver.
Have you just read what Nick's just put?
Mick goes round to see Paddy. As he steps into Paddy's front room, he looks up and says, "My God, Paddy, you have a very high ceiling." Paddy says, "It was the wife wanted 2 rooms, not 2." Oh God!
Oh, that's an Irishist joke. Sorry.
I will. Yeah.
Hello, Will.
That's
William.
racist against Irish.
Yeah, but that's fair enough. It's particular. Sorry, Mark, didn't say that. No, you're not here, but if you watch it back.
That's no, it's not racist. It's stereotypist.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's tarring them with the Irish brush.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. This is a joke about the Irish, so it's fine.
Well, I mean, telling jokes like that, it makes out that all Irish are thick. You know,
Which, well, they are. No, they're not really.
Top of the morning to you.
I've accidentally swallowed some Scrabble tiles. My next crap could spell disaster.
Oh,
That's our triple word score.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Oh dear, they don't get any cheesier, do they? I mean, all we want now is Barry to come in and him.
Don't.
I can make it cheesier.
Yeah. Nick, did he take it on board?
Oh.
Oh, Emily's getting cheese now because she's got a bag of cheese and onion crisps.
What did he say on there?
I can make it cheesier.
She says she can make it
Oh,
cheesy.
cheesy. Yeah.
My missus packed my bags, and as I walked out the front door, she screamed, "I wish you a slow and painful death, you BD." Oh,
Yeah,
I replied, "So now you want me to stay?" Oh, bye, William.
Okay, then, William. That was a short and sweet.
I think it's because of the jokes. He's sort of like, yeah, right, I'm not sticking around here.
Smiling, so it's all right. I think he's still here.
Yeah. It's like, cheese factor.
Yeah, cheesy jokes.
Fatty and Skinny were in the bath. Fatty blew up and Skinny laughed. There we go.
I can't think of any more jokes now.
No, I'm
Well,
crapping.
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut it down because I'm flagging a little bit. My eyes are shutting and...
Yeah, fair enough, my love.
Go and get some rest, Jeanette.
Yes, I will. And I'll see you all in the morning. Don't forget, Bossman will be hosting the Coffee Morning Friday morning.
I have set it all up. I just need to post a link and stuff.
I like that thing that we did for you.
Did you? So you took my advice, boss man,
What was your advice?
about promoting the channels before you actually do them by a few days.
Yeah, well, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It depends.
Yeah.
Because some of them are spare of the moment.
That's very
Yeah.
true. That's very true.
Well, he got Will to do a thumbnail thing for him. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I need
I should have to check that out.
Yeah.
You will, John. It'll be going into Jeanette's group. I'm going to go and post it in the Facebook group now.
Well, what you see, my appointment's at 10 o'clock. You see, so I mean, I normally go live at 10 o'clock. So it's only like a annual review thing. CPAP machine and whatever.
It's her MOT.
Yeah.
She's just
Well, I shall have to see you on Monday then, Jeanette, because I
Yeah.
got to be out at 10:20 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, then I'll see you all later. And thanks for joining me. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Adam, and thanks, Jason, for coming on the channel.
Feel better soon.
And if Vicky's watching and Ian's watching,
Yeah.
I hope you feel better soon.
Get well soon, guys.
Yeah.
better soon, people.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.